on Google. Unmute yourself and tell me what are the first 5 results.
Hi, this is Geeta. So
Yes.
the top 5 links I see, the top 2 links are related to LinkedIn, and
Okay.
and the first one I see is Facebook link, and
Okay.
there are other 2 websites which is also displaying my name. Probably I'm not the person because
Okay.
VK.works and some music department.
Okay. Okay. So you effectively you found about 2 or 3 relevant links. Am I right?
Yeah, right.
Great. Okay. Okay. So if you go through the entire first page of Google, out of the entire first page, you found 3 links which are useful. Is that right, Geeta?
Correct.
Okay. Anyone else? Everyone has Googled their name, no? Tell me, what have you found?
I have
Someone has an
found
interesting answer. Yes, Divya.
Instagram links for many Divyas, which are none of them are me. Then IMDb there is a Divya. Then
Okay.
yes, in LinkedIn there is 2 or 3 Divyas. Then Facebook there are, so none of these are me. There are, I think,
Okay.
millions of other Divyas. And
But like not just your name, right? When I say you have to Google
yeah,
your name, I mean you have to Google your full name.
yeah, full
Okay?
name. So Divya Nair I put. So I'm seeing
So for that
first,
itself, so many links are there.
yeah, yes. I think there's a common name also. So
And you are not finding anything which is actually you, isn't
yeah,
it?
yes, nothing is there.
Did you find anything in the image search?
Image search? You mean I have to put my picture and search?
No. Just when you have Googled,
Oh,
right?
in images. Okay,
On the
okay.
Google, you'll see images as well, right?
Yeah, there are thousands of film actors and in Instagram, uh, Facebook, but all these are famous personalities. So
And
I don't,
so absolutely, because they are all famous, of course,
yeah,
nothing to do with you, but
yes,
you
yes,
cannot see anything relevant to you as such,
yes, yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. I'll take one more response and then I'll tell you why this is important. Okay. Anyone else wants to go next? Geeta has told me, Divya has told me. Yes.
I have found my LinkedIn account, first one, and the second one is related to the same LinkedIn accounts, but it's not my name. Like there are so
Okay.
many Padmini Karanams. The
Okay.
first one is mine.
Okay. First one is yours. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So now, I'll tell you why I am actually asking you this, or why I am, trying to tell you this in a sort of a different way. The reason is when you Google your name and the first 8 or 10 links that come up essentially tell you what your brand is on the internet. So if I type in my name and get at least 10 results on the first page that talk about me, it could be my LinkedIn profile, it could be my Instagram profile, it could be my Facebook profile, it could be a blog that I wrote, it could be an article that I wrote, it could be an event that I attended, some link where my name is there, and that shows up in the first 10 results of Google. Essentially, tell me if someone searches me today, what they would find. I'll try to link it to something very useful for all of you today. If you're not finding most relevant results on Google for your own name, then there is no personal brand that exists for any of you. Let that be the first lesson for today. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm doing this, why I'm linking this exercise to job readiness. But let this be known right up front that if your personal brand doesn't exist on the internet, most people will not find you. No one is going to find you. So today, one of the exercises is to understand what this personal branding thing is, why it is important when you connect it to job readiness, and how you build it. So two things we'll try to do today. One is find out what it is. Second is we'll try to build it together. Make sure that you are very attentive throughout this session. Most of these things will be very useful to you. I need to know a few other things from you, of course, in terms of interactivity. I'll get to know. I'll ask one more question before I move on to some of the things I wish to share. Everyone tells me whenever I meet someone who's looking out for a job that in terms of readiness to find a job, they have done everything. So I have a resume, I have a, I have a good resume, I have a good CV, I have a good profile, I have good skills. So everything is a tick, right? Then I ask, why do you not find a job? You have been trying for 6 months, why it is not happening? No one has an answer to that, unfortunately. Now let me ask you a very important question. You all are finding jobs right now or trying to find jobs. Am I right? What is the longest that you have tried to find a job? Can I get some quick responses? You're trying for 2 months, you're trying for 3 months, 6 months. Anyone? Duration of finding a job? Attempts? You all are making attempts, right? So if you're making
So
attempts, there has to be some duration, isn't it?
I have just started my preparation for interviews 2 months back, and
2 months back.
maybe
Okay.
yeah, and actively I've not started
Okay. Anyone else who has already started searching? Who's searching for a job already? Anyone? Yes, sweetie.
I have been searching for close to 5 months,
Okay.
but I have not received the interviews. I'm just applying on LinkedIn and Naukri and these places.
Okay. You have any idea why that is happening?
Because of the career gap, I suppose.
Any other reason apart from the career gap, you think?
I think that is the major reason. And then secondly, maybe the skills.
Okay.
Skills may be the major reason. Yeah. So these two are the major roadblocks, I guess.
Okay. Skills. What skills are missing? Let me take you as an example today. First, tell me what kind of job you are applying for, and then tell me what skills you think are missing.
So I'm applying for software testing jobs, and
Okay.
and the automation skills are missing, which is like very much, like in demand and preliminary for this job. So maybe
Okay.
that is the reason I'm not being contacted for interviews, or my CV is not getting shortlisted.
Okay. So what are you doing for it now? Obviously, if the skills are not there, I agree that there could be something missing. So are you
Correct.
working on the reskilling part?
Yeah, so I'm undergoing Selenium training via YouTube.
Okay. Okay. So let's divide this into two parts first. Okay. This for your benefit, sweetie, and maybe the others can also benefit out of it.
I also want to share something.
Yes, Viva. Yes, go ahead.
I'm searching from last 3-4 months, but the
Okay.
problem is I'm not getting a single call. I am
Okay.
applying, I am doing everything. I try to optimize my LinkedIn profile as well,
Okay.
but I don't know where it is wrong. I'm not getting a single call from them.
What is the job you're looking for?
Basically, I'm into Scrum Master and project management role.
Okay.
And
Okay.
from last 6 months, I'm not working due to some
Okay.
medical reason, but still,
Okay.
but now I have started searching actively. So I do not have that much gap also. So I cannot say because of the gap it is happening. But
Right.
that
Right.
is the one thing I just wanted to connect with you and understand what is the thing that I'm not getting any call. Though I have everything, I have certification, I have much experience altogether,
Okay.
and everything is there.
Okay. Okay.
But I do not understand.
So there is one missing link for all of you, which I was just speaking about right now. Let me start with that, and then I'll actually move on to some strategies that you can actually use to find or get a job. Okay.
Sure.
Let's pay attention to a lot of things I'm going to tell today. I'll keep doing my screen sharing thing, which will help. But during this session as well, I'll tell some of you to do it. I'll tell some of you to share your screens. I'll take a look at your LinkedIn profiles. I'll tell you what's missing. Let me also tell you how to do this in a better way. How do you search for jobs in a better way? What are some of the other ways in which, again, see, applying is one thing. You keep applying to places, you get some responses, you don't get some responses. But what are the other ways to do this? What are the other methods to do this? Which maybe you haven't tried still. Let's try to take a look at that today and let's make an attempt towards it. Please understand this is a process, not going to happen today or tomorrow. But if you do this consistently, at least for the next 1 month, this will start giving you results. Not just in terms of interviews, but also in terms of getting more responses from people. That also matters a lot. Okay. Let me first share my screen. I've spoken about something just as the session started. I'll try to emphasize a few pointers about it, and then maybe this will all make sense to you. Let me just share my screen and we'll get started. You all need to understand this a lot more in detail, because I think most of the people that I have met or the women that I meet have this as a missing link. No one has essentially worked on their personal brand. It seems like a huge phrase, personal brand, and something which is impossible to do. Initially, a lot of women have told me that. So I'll simplify this for you, right? Now, what I've given you as a 1, 2, 3 is actually true in case of how finding jobs or getting jobs has become difficult. The problem is 80% of the recruiters, the number could be higher than that also from what I have seen in the past few years. If your LinkedIn profile, if your LinkedIn is not up to the mark, then connecting to you will not make much sense to them. So a lot of times that is the first missing link for you. Some people work on their LinkedIn profiles regularly, optimize them regularly, and then maybe after a few months, they start getting responses. But it is a process that is to be done consistently by all of you. And I can tell you from whatever I have seen, it is not being done consistently at all by a lot of people, not just women, in general, by a lot of people. What is AI doing right now? A lot of you are aware of AI. So if AI is being used to hire someone, then there is a very normal thing that AI does. AI is essentially scanning your digital presence. The reason why I was talking so much about Google, why did I tell you to Google your names? The reason I told you to do that was because if you Google your names and you get a few details on the first page, that is precisely what the AI would also get. So if I'm searching for someone with a certain skill set, with a certain experience, with a certain tools that they know, with certain keywords that match to what my job profile is, that's when the actual match happens. So understand that your digital presence matters a lot. I don't care if you're on Instagram or you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook or you're on LinkedIn. For me, the links are not important. For me, the presence is very, very important. Any kind of presence is the buzzword right now. So make sure that there is a digital presence that you have. If you do not have that, you have to create one. If you have it already, but it is not being used well, or you're not active on social media or anywhere that you use these things, you have to become more and more active. If you have an online brand, if you have anything, any kind of digital presence out there, you at least get 3x more opportunities. That is something I have seen over the years, especially in the last 2 years. People who have been the most active, who have the most wonderful digital presence, will get more opportunities compared to those who are not active at all. Let's try to understand this a little more in detail. I'll also tell you how this can be done when it comes to searching for a job. Now, let's understand what personal brand is and what it isn't. This is very important to know. Just having a profile is not a personal brand. When I ask people, do you have a LinkedIn profile? They say, yes, we have. Do you have an Instagram profile? Yes, we have. Are you active on these platforms? No. So if you're not active, it is not a brand at all. Point number one. Random content being posted once in 3 months, once in 4 months is not the way to go. You're not building a brand if you're not posting enough on these platforms. What is this doing? What are the platforms doing for you? The platforms are providing you an opportunity where most of you can make use of it to be visible in front of others. Does anyone know what recruiters do on LinkedIn? Anyone has any idea? Question to all of you, since all of you are searching for jobs right now.
They post requirements for hiring.
Apart from that,
I think they check for the keywords in all the CVs. They will check for certain keywords which should be there according to
okay,
what the company requires,
okay,
and they select those resumes.
okay. Good point, Divya. Nice to know that the keyword thing is very important. What apart from that? Is there anything else that they are looking for?
They are looking for people probably who might have attended conferences or events or even courses which are um somewhat relevant to the uh, position that they have open.
I said something last time in the last session which was very important for all of you. Does anyone remember that? Who attended the last session? Who and all were there in the last session? Raise of hand. Sweetie was there, yes. Divya was there. Pradnya was there. I made a very specific point about something which people are looking at as they hire more people. Yes,
Network.
Divya?
Value addition.
Yes, absolutely. Why no one is saying that? Only Divya remembers it, is it? No one else remembers what I told? No one spoke of value addition right now. No one spoke of what else you bring on the table. Apart from your skills, what else do you bring to the table for me? You think recruiters are only matching your skills? They post something, they see a candidate, they look at the resume, they see some skills which are matching, they call them for interviews. It is not that simple anymore. Let us understand that first. It is not that simple. If I'm investing in a candidate at this point as a company, as a recruiter, I need something more than just your skills and just your technical skills. Okay, I know a lot of people will speak of technical skills. I know that is important. You all must have technical skills. But at the end of the day, is that enough? Yes, Divya, you have raised your hand.
Oh, no, sorry. I forgot to lower
It's
it.
okay. It's okay, no problem. So the idea behind me telling you this is understand what recruiters are looking at. Forget about what you are searching. Let's try to do it the other way around.
Take minute.
Pradna, you are saying something?
Sorry, nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So the idea behind telling you this is for the recruiters, two things are important right now. One is if I'm looking to hire someone, let's say Sweetie matches the entire skill sets that I want. Skill sets, no issues. Perfect match. So I have no issues with she having maybe one minor skill. I can match or I can manage with that. What else is Sweetie bringing to the table for me? Is she bringing something else that my company will benefit from? There are something which are very important, which we all ignore a lot of times, which are known as life skills. Can anyone tell me what life skills are?
Uh,
Life
i-
skills.
is this something like this CSR activities? No, so suppose I am very actively involved in, let's say, animal place
Okay.
volunteering, all those things. So I think that will give some extra addition that I am involved in my community. I do mingle with others in my community and do something. So maybe that will give an extra edge.
It will give you some edge. I won't deny that, Divya. But is it a life skill? It's not a
No,
life
no,
skill.
no, it's
Okay?
not a life skill.
What are life skills? I'm asking. Does anyone know what life skills are? Can anyone tell me?
Life skills are skills that assist us in living, like maybe cooking, swimming, trekking. So these things maybe.
Anything apart from that? You are absolutely right with your answer. Agree with you.
Basically, it is
Yes.
interpersonal skills. Basically, how you
Correct. Which is
communicate. Yeah. How you
Oh,
communicate with the people and how you are actively involved problem solving to the person problems, and basically this is all about coming in interpersonal skills.
yes,
Your
yes,
leadership
absolutely.
activities and all.
Absolutely, Beba. You're right. Perfectly. That's the answer I was looking for. Life skills means, do you communicate well? Do you have interpersonal skills? Can you actually talk when 20 people are listening to you, which is known as public speaking? Do you have those skills? Now, let's try to get this into perspective. Okay. I know there are two dedicated communication sessions which will come up a little later, and I'll teach you how to do that in a much, much better way. But just for me to know this, if all of you have life skills in you right now, you know how I am able to judge that? It's very easy to judge who has life skills. Anyone has any idea how you judge someone's life skills? I'll tell you a very simple way to do that. How do you judge someone's life skills? One thing I said in the last session, probably I've not said that in this session, but do you remember when we met last time? I think Varsha was there, and Varsha had just started the session and she was wishing everyone good morning, right? So she had to say it thrice to get response from any one of you. Lacking life skills, my dear friends. This is basic. Basic communication is life skills. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 people on video. Rest of them are not on video. That means low on confidence. Not a good life skill. You have to have confidence. If you don't have that, what will I get from you as a company? Do you ever think of these things? No, we don't. That is the problem we have. The reason why I'm speaking so much about personal branding and how it is going to help you, it's all going to be a waste if none of the life skills are applied to it. Your job search, okay, your ability to search for a job and your ability to grab a job are two different things. Everyone can search for a job. But does everyone get a job? No. There are few people who will get jobs. The ones who are able to project themselves correctly on social media, in front of the recruiters, during the interviews, are the ones who will get a job. I can assure you that. If you're not smart enough to gauge that right now, this will not help you. None of these sessions are going to help you. If you are going to do something by whatever I tell you today or in the future sessions, if the implementation part is taken seriously, you will definitely, most definitely get a job. Not a chance you will not get a job. But this has to be done very seriously. On your slide right now, because I have put something which I was just discussing some time back, what personal branding is not and what it is. For me, a person that I would like to interact with is a person who I can see. Point number one. When I say who I can see, that means if I go and search on the internet today, if I Google your names, if I say, okay, sweetie, XYZ, I've Googled your name. Fantastic links come up. Your Instagram has come up, your Facebook has come up, your LinkedIn has come up. You have written some blogs, that has come up. You have been at some events, the photos have come up. Now, if I've seen that, I'm interested in you. I know this is a good candidate to have. Can I ask you a question? Okay, all of you, since so intently all of you are listening to me. Let me ask you something which is very basic, but which will probably make this a very simple point to understand. Let's assume you want to go and meet your friend. Okay? you have a lot of friends. A circle, normally a friend circle is quite big for everybody. You want to meet a friend who talks a lot versus a friend who doesn't talk at all. Nice person, but doesn't talk. But a person who talks a lot, engages in good conversation, you will have a nice coffee, nice 2 hours of your time are gone. But you will enjoy that. Which one will you prefer? One or two?
The second
Simple
one.
answer. Why is it like that? What is it that prompts you to say that, this is a person I would like to go out with? The simple fact is, because you get some value out of those 2 hours spent. So for me right now, if all of you being, from, let's say, the technical fields, and you know a lot of these technical aspects, I'm not a completely out and out technical person. But you know what people have told me about like technical people, like who are in tech, essentially. If some of you can break that for me, it will be very nice. But somehow I've been told that tech people are very boring. Very boring. No point talking to tech people. Is that true?
No, that is
Do
not
all
true.
of you agree with that?
No, I
No,
don't
Divya,
agree.
right?
No, not at
Why
all.
do you disagree?
Because I have been with many tech people, and there are different kinds of people. So I don't think that is the common factor by which we can say that, they're boring or not. I've
Are
seen,
you do you agree that there is a notion that tech people are boring?
yeah, there is a notion.
Correct? There is a
Yes,
notion that tech people are boring.
yes,
If you
yes.
ask me personally, I know a lot of tech people as such. The ones who are my friends who are from the technical backgrounds, I've never found them boring. I found them okay. But the rest of it, if there isn't a value that anyone is adding to a conversation, I generally find it slightly boring to talk to them. Now, what is the reason to tell you all this today? What this has to do with your job search? The idea of telling you this is, for me, as of this point, I am hiring people who bring me value apart from the technical skills that they have. I am not just looking for technical skills. My technical skills are okay. You all will end up having very good technical skills. And I'm okay with that. You can keep improving your technical skills also in the future. But is that going to give me a candidate that I like? Maybe not. That's precisely the point I want to emphasize today. It is not enough to have technical skills. It is imperative for all of you to build something which you can call as a good personal brand online. Pay attention to this slide that I've put out in front of you right now. It's very important to get your LinkedIn profiles optimized. Absolutely important. How many have done that in the past 1 month? Can anyone tell me?
I tried doing so. Yeah, you can check once whether it is optimized as per readiness or not. But
Okay.
I have done that.
Who else has done that
So
in the past 1 month?
I have tried to update my LinkedIn profile. Basically, before searching for job, I was not even active on LinkedIn. I just
Okay.
had an account. But in the past 1 or 2 months, I have started being active, and I post the courses or certifications that I'm doing, and the events that I'm attending. But I'm not sure if optimization is something that should be checked with a tool or something. I'm not aware of that.
Okay. Okay. Now, how does an optimized profile help? Let me tell you that also. There are two ways of things or searches that happen on LinkedIn. One is happening from your own site, which is a search conducted by you, essentially for a job. Let's say you're searching for a job somewhere. You're searching with certain keywords. Am I right? Some keywords you will put to search for a job. Then the entire listing will come up. I have said this last time, I am saying it again. There is a reverse cycle that happens on LinkedIn also. The reverse cycle is someone is searching for you. Now, if someone is searching for you, do I have the profile that matches to that search? is what my question is today. No one looks at it that way, unfortunately. Everyone uses ChatGPT. Yes or no? Everyone does, right?
Yes.
You can use ChatGPT beautifully to optimize your LinkedIn profiles. Have you ever tried it? No. Why you have not tried? Very easy to do, no? Optimize your LinkedIn by using ChatGPT. Very easy to do.
Yeah, I have done that. I have tried that.
Okay.
Can I share my LinkedIn?
More than happy. Let us do that. See, Archana has taken the initiative today. Okay. Archana, please go ahead. I'll stop sharing my screen. I would want you to do that now. And let's have a look.
I
Okay.
don't know whether it is up to the mark, but I have tried
okay.
that.
Absolutely okay. For the others, let this be a learning curve now. Okay. Let's do it live. Let's see what Archana has done. I'll try to give my inputs as well to her. Let's see if this works. And as she's doing that or sharing the screen, let's take this into account that optimization of any social media profile, whether it is on LinkedIn or anywhere else, it is not a one-time process. Okay, you can do it today, but again after a month, or ideally after maybe a couple of months, you have to re-optimize it. Understand that the optimization thing has to happen continuously. Okay, I can see my screen here. I can see Archana's profile. Is everyone able to see? Give her a thumbs up if you can see it. Okay, I presume everyone can see your screen, Archana. So great.
Yeah. So can I go down?
Yeah, please. So one thing, as Archana does this, let's try to understand this one by one. Okay, Archana, this is also for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Two important aspects of a LinkedIn profile. One is your cover image, one is your photo. Both have to be good. When I say good, it has to look professional. Make sure that your images are professional everywhere that you put them. When I say professional, I'm not saying it has to be in a, in a blazer or very stylish or ultra professional shot in some XYZ location. No, I mean a professional photo is one where you look nice. You have a good background, you're wearing a good dress, you look professional as a person. Get your professional photo clicked. You don't have to call a photographer to do that. I think thankfully that's not the case these days. It is very much possible on your phones as well because phones have good cameras now. So these two things, one is the cover image, one is the photo. Two things have to be optimized first. That is your step one. Understood?
Okay.
Now let's go to the title, which is the next one. So Archana, one question to you. You have put out a title where you have said PMP, Scrum Master, ITIL, Azure, GCP, essentially all keywords.
Yeah.
Correct? When have you optimized this last?
I think 3 months before.
3 months back. Okay.
Yeah.
When you did this 3 months back, after that, did you see any difference in terms of the profile views or people coming to your profile, looking at your profile, because you see the insights of your profile also, right?
Yeah, insights. Yeah, it was there. Recently, I stopped this premium actually because I was not getting any calls. That
Okay.
is so that is where I stopped premium. It did not help me for year actually. So
Okay. Okay. Two things again for everyone to listen and Archana for you to follow next time. You have put in all the keywords, which is great, right? But now with so many keywords which are there, it looks cluttered.
okay.
Okay. Please re-optimize your title. There is a role that you might be targeting.
Yes.
What is the role that you're targeting?
Service delivery manager.
Service delivery manager. Okay. Now, the best thing to do for anyone who's even right now optimizing their profiles is go to ChatGPT first. Okay. I'm telling you the shorter way of doing it. if you can take a PDF of your profile, that would be great. Go to ChatGPT, make sure that you upload the PDF, and then start the re-optimizing process one by one. The first step is only optimizing the title. So go one by one. First, optimize the title. Say that I'm looking for a service delivery manager's role. I have XYZ years of experience. I want a title optimized where recruiters can see my profile first. Simple prompt to give. Then you will get an optimized version of the title for yourself, Archana.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? Please use that instead of what you have right now.
Sure, yeah.
Because as of this point, if I'm looking at this, right, PMP, Scrum Master, ITIL, Azure, I'm actually getting confused. If I'm getting confused, the AI is getting further confused by this.
Right, yeah.
So let's have a simplified version of this.
Yeah, sure.
So, okay.
Could you
For
please
all of you,
repeat that
yes.
prompt once? Actually, I have written anyways, but just wanted to ensure.
So once you, again, I'll repeat myself again. All of you can maybe take this as a reference. First, I'll go step by step, 1, 2, 3. First step is take a PDF of your profile, upload it to ChatGPT. That is step number 1. Now, once you've uploaded the file, it will ask you to give a prompt. The prompt is, this is my profile. You can just say, this is the PDF of my profile. I need to target the job of a service delivery manager in India. If you are targeting in India, say India. Full stop. Give me an optimized, keyword optimized title, which will help recruiters find me. Put that as a prompt.
Oh,
Okay. Once you have put that as a prompt, you will get a title straight away, which you can start using on your LinkedIn profile. Got it?
yep.
Thank you for the thumbs up, Usha. All of you, I hope that you all are listening intently to this. You're looking at this so that we can get some examples of how this can be done well. So Archana, this is the first step for you, okay?
Right.
Which is optimizing your title. You can also change your cover image, by the way. I think it can be simplified. I don't think anyone is reading that. So maybe you can use something else. Even
Okay.
your photo can be slightly better, I feel.
Yes, yeah.
Use a better photograph if you can.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Keep scrolling now. Okay. So now is the about section. So ladies, the about section is equally important for all of you. Now, you have written result-driven vice president with 21 years of experience in aligning systems with business requirements, policies, regulatory standards. So all of this again, Archana, have you optimized this earlier when you did this like 3 months back?
Yeah, actually, I put my resume in ChatGPT and I asked it to give me summary. So it gave me this.
So there is, let me tell you something which might help all of you to use ChatGPT better. Okay. First of all, let us also look at options that you can use. Okay. I know our entire dependence, a lot is on ChatGPT at this point, but there are 2 other tools you can use. Maybe you can make a note of this. There is, I think last time also I said, I don't remember if I told you this. There is a tool called Perplexity, which is a lot better than ChatGPT. Okay. So if Perplexity, if some of you have not used so far, try and use that also. 1. Second, Google has its own AI tool, everyone knows, which is
Yeah.
Gemini, right?
Gemini.
So Gemini is also good. Compared to ChatGPT, in some cases, when it comes to optimization, usage of keywords, just bringing the whole thing together is done slightly better by Gemini also. So if you're trying to optimize, try in 2 different tools. Don't just try one. It's advisable to try 2 different tools. always put the best version, right? Of course, the re-optimization can happen a little later. But in this case, Archana, see, most of the things are okay. I'm not saying that this is not fine, right? But this is not giving me a clear idea of what you want to do.
Right.
It gives me a summary, yes, which is absolutely fine, but it's not telling me what exactly I'm looking for. So imagine I am the AI, okay, and I'm scanning this whole thing. What am I going to find which will keep me here is a very difficult thing to say right now. So my idea of doing this is, again, giving you maybe a prompt idea that you can use. You put this summary as it is on ChatGPT, okay? And after, of course, you have generated the title, okay? So let's go step by step. You have generated the title, first thing has happened. Now put this whole summary into ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT, as per the title, give me a summary that matches the hiring process that a recruiter has. Now, what ChatGPT is going to do is it will take into account, according to your title, what should be your summary. And then it will give you those details again in bullet points, or maybe one paragraph and the other would be in bullet points. Encourage the usage of bullet points. Just one more tip for you. You have already used these bullet points here, but you can make it much, much better than this. So two things you need to do, Archana. One is your title has to be different.
Right.
Get it re-optimized. Your summary can be much, much better. Get it re-optimized. Your profile will start looking very different.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Keep scrolling down. Okay. Activity, experience. Keep scrolling down. Okay. Even the job roles that you have, right? For example, HCL technologies, or, you have been a program manager, infrastructure program manager, project manager. Have you also optimized all of these things?
No. This
No?
one as is I have put actually whatever was there in my resume, like whatever as per my experience I have put it.
Again, try to optimize this. There is a way in which you can do that as well. Again, process is the same. Copy this, paste it into ChatGPT, tell them, highlight the major aspects of my role. Just say, highlight the major aspects of my role. So what ChatGPT will do is it will give you a total rundown of how you can present this better. Because we have moved on from the times where we would take something from the resume, put it here, and then, just I was doing this, I was doing that. Maybe there is a standard way of writing it. That's how most people do it.
Can you
But
please repeat it again? What did you told the prompt about job role?
the job role, okay.
Yes.
When you put this into ChatGPT, right? You can actually write at the bottom, highlight the major aspects of my role. When you say highlight the major aspects of my role, it will give you a rundown, maybe in bullet points, the way you can present this better. And if you feel that the prompt which has come, right, or the answer that you have gotten, there are some things missing in that, always keep adding to the prompt that, okay, I think you have missed adding this point, or you have missed adding that I was responsible for a team of 100 people. Keep adding the prompts. So what you get will be a final version of bullet points which are presented to you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which you can then put within all your roles. Why this is important is because when I'm scanning things, right? When even as, let's say, the AI part of it, I'm just taking it from that perspective. From the AI part of it, if I'm scanning something, I'm going to scan it fully. So I'm going to go through your title, your description, that is your summary as well, then your job roles, your job role summary, and then everything else, right down to your skills. Everything is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and I'll scan everything. So Archana, some work to be done here also
Yeah.
in this area. What you guys can also do, by the way, is as I'm telling you to do this, and as you begin optimizing your LinkedIn profiles, you can actually share it with me on my LinkedIn. Okay. I'll have a look. I'll keep telling you some ways to improve it. So for that, make sure that you connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll give my profile here as well towards the end of the session. Let's try to do that. This is not a one-time process, as I'm telling you, but if you optimize your profiles, you will get better results, not just in terms of recruiters coming to your profiles, but more and more people coming to your profile anyway, just to know who you are. And that is very important for you. So keep scrolling, Archana. I think your work profile, of
Yes.
course, we have seen so far. The education part, licenses, certifications. Again, if you are getting new skills, please make sure that you keep adding it here. It is very important to keep this part updated. Your certifications, your skills, your licenses, whatever it is. Now the skill set. You have given about what? 100 skills, Archana, is it?
Yeah, actually that was automatically that was added automatically from my resume.
So again, optimize it. There would be
Yeah.
ideally about 15 to 20 skills you would want to target. So
All right.
many
Actually, I
things
felt
in
all
here.
these are like relevant, so that's why I kept. But I'll optimize it as well.
Yes, please optimize it. Everything is relevant to you. Okay.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sure all these skills are relevant, but are all these skills there to be displayed on the profile? No.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't add any value to me. For example, see, you have written so many things here. If I go from the top, so operational risk management, fine. IT risk management, fine. Banking operations, I don't know what value it adds at this point. This is something you can optimize. I don't know if it adds any value to me as a person watching this, right? You might have done some work in it, but as of this point, it's not adding any value. Second, like enablement, right? Customer onboarding, very much required. Key performance indicators, yes, okay. Customer satisfaction, yes, I want it. Leadership, Excel is not required, right? So this is the way to optimize it. When you go through this list, and this is for all of you, when you're going through this list, think of the things you need the most. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do I need? Anything which is below 6 has to go. It's not required. Excel is not required. Customer experience or anything to do with customer service, fine, you can keep it. It is required. Service operations or the fact that your ITIL, see, so ITIL service operations is fine. ITIL certified is also okay. You can keep it. Performance reviews like ServiceNow, KYC verification. Okay, again, see, things are getting mixed up here. So
Right.
for me, the best thing will be take 20 skills or at best 25 skills that help you project your previous roles and help you target your future roles. Only 25 skills are enough. 20 to 25, not more than that. The more targeted you become, the better it is for you to do this. Much, much better. Okay, understood, Archana and everyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I thought suddenly everyone has gone quiet or maybe gone to
No,
sleep.
actually, I'm
Good to know you
writing
are all
that.
awake. Okay, so keep scrolling, Archana. Let's go right at the bottom now to see what else you have. Skills are fine. We have seen all the skills.
I think I should go back.
Just go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So forget about the language and everything. Interest, companies, groups. What about recommendations, Archana?
I haven't got any because I never asked anybody.
Great, fantastic. Ladies, please ask for recommendations. We need recommendations. How will someone know if you are good at something if you don't have recommendations? Just think about it. Archana is good in so many things. She has written so many things. Right, Archana? Am I right?
Yes.
You have worked in good companies. How can you not have recommendations? You must have. Ask people, please become shameless while asking for recommendations. There is a simple way of doing this. Okay. Let me give you all a target from today onwards. From today till the end of our sessions, whenever that happens, you all will have at least 7 to 8 recommendations on your profile. 7 to 8. Is that very difficult to do? You will know 8 people who can recommend you, no? 8
Yes.
people. I need those 7 to 8 recommendations on all profiles. So I'm assuming that you all are on LinkedIn right now, and you will all get 7 to 8 recommendations on your profile.
So the
It's an absolute
recommendation,
must.
the recommendations should be from the ex-colleagues who have worked with us, right?
People who have worked with you.
Yes,
It
but the
could be
problem
from,
is my gap is very big. It has been 6 to 7 years, and I have
okay,
lost touch with a lot of them. I
no
think around
problem.
2, 3 I'm in touch with, and those 2, 3 are more than willing to give. But that's about it. The remaining, I don't even know if they are still in India, if they have gone abroad,
No
and
problem.
yeah,
No problem. You begin with those 3 first. Okay.
okay.
Ask those 3 people, boss, I need a recommendation. I want you to mention XYZ things in my profile. And one more tip for all of you, because you are taking recommendations. Even in recommendations, make sure that you have 2 or 3 keywords in it. Okay. So if you are targeting XYZ roles, let those be somewhere in the recommendations too. Now I know what the problem is. If you tell people to add keywords, they don't know what to do with it. Most of the time, they will not know. So further, you can simplify their job. You can give them the recommendation itself. Write it, paste it in the chat window, tell them, please copy this and paste this.
Okay.
Do it.
It is like
It
we are forcibly asking others, you
doesn't
better.
matter. Doesn't matter. How will I see, ladies, please understand. How will I know if if you are even a person who I can hire if there are no recommendations for you? And recommendations and reviews is such a thing that no one will write it willingly for you unless you are very close to them. Am I right or wrong about it?
Yes, you're right.
I have
But
taught,
as a
yes,
recruiter,
yes,
I would think that, everybody can get recommendations like this in this manner. Like everyone will be close to some people,
that
and
is
we can
fine.
all ask some others to recommend us. Then how much will I trust the recommendations after that?
You are
Uh,
not getting, you are not telling them to trust recommendations. That's my first point to you. The recommendation with whatever has been written within the recommendations actually gets them to your profile. I
okay,
want
okay,
that.
yeah.
I am not, this one is not the recommendations at all. If they work for you or they don't work for you is subjective. Some
Huh.
recruiters can say, oh, nice recommendations, good. I can
Mm,
probably hire her. If they think like that, you have
okay.
bonus points.
Yes, yes, yes.
But
Correct.
recommendations can never get you work. Please understand that. Recommendations get you visibility. I said something else last time as well. I don't know how many of you remember. I told something about visibility. Does anyone
Yeah.
remember what it was?
Brand visibility. I
No.
think no.
I told something very specific about visibility.
Personal branding. Uh,
Visibility leads to credibility. Credibility leads to trust. That is what I said. So if you're visible, you're credible. If you're credible, people trust you. That is all that I want at this point. So a recommendation or something that has come up on my profile might not necessarily get me a job or might not get me work, what it is going to get me is visibility. More and more people coming to my profile. That is what I want from it. So please understand everything, all aspects of your LinkedIn profile have a role. Your title and your skills and your recommendations, these three things will get you visibility. Because titles is the first thing people see. So if they see a good title, they say, okay, she has the expertise. Now let me go through her profile. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they'll keep going through the entire structure of your profile. That is why I also recommend everyone to, as I told you, keep optimizing your profile. That is one thing I was saying. The other thing is, along with the entire optimization process, also make sure that you're doing this as an exercise every 2 months. Optimization is a 2-month exercise. Do it, see it for 2 months, re-optimize. Again, see it for 2 months, re-optimize. Not a one-time thing. It never works one time. So Archana, revising this and going back, what are the things that I've told you to do today?
I have to change my photo to make it look more professional. Even that cover image I have to change.
Yes.
And then get recommendation from 7 to 8 people.
Okay.
And in Chat GPT, first I have to update my title, then
Yes.
about summary, and then like about me summary, and then experience part.
Okay. Okay.
Chat GPT, Gemini AI, and what was that?
Perplexity.
Perplexity, yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'll repeat the tools again for all of you. ChatGPT is known by everyone, so I don't have to even name that. Second is Gemini. Please try Gemini. It is also very good. For a lot of the optimization, Gemini gives you good options. Third, Perplexity. Detailed analysis, if you want, please use Perplexity. It is very good. Extremely good. Use these tools. Do not shy away from using AI tools. If it is helping you to optimize things in your CV, it is optimizing things on your LinkedIn, please take help. It will make your job very easy. One very simple thing I'll tell you, which will help all of you. Okay. Since Archana is there on a LinkedIn right now. Archana, what role you said you're targeting? Just again, service delivery?
Service delivery manager.
Okay. Can you actually type that out in the search window for us? So guys, let's take a look at this as she is doing that. Service delivery manager. Just type enter. Now, this is where, you will get to know a lot of things. Let's do it twofold. One is, of course, you can look for jobs, right? Let's be very specific to jobs. Already it is showing you jobs, right? Archana, let's take a look at all the jobs which are there. See all jobs results in India. Great. Now, I'm sure, Archana, you would have seen this before, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Now, once you've seen something like this, for example, Senior Service Delivery Manager, HCL Tech, let's say that is, I'm taking that job as an example. What you have on the right hand side is the entire thing, all the details about the job, right?
Yeah.
So you have immediate joiners, candidate with shorter notice period to apply, role, location, schedule, key responsibilities. Now, I want to ask you something, Archana. Once you have seen something like this,
Yeah.
what is the first thing that you do? How do you know where to apply?
See, I'll see all these things like customer satisfaction, retention, all these things I have done. So now recently what I have started, I just copy everything and put it in Chat GPT and ask it to prepare resume, which has all these keywords. So that way I have prepared few resume, and whichever is more relevant, I'll upload here.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you something else. Now, since you have said the key responsibilities and main skills which are required,
Yeah.
do you also match this, like the key responsibilities and skills, to your current LinkedIn profile?
Yes, no, actually, I have to update. Yeah, most of the things like only this financial acumen, I don't have experience. That's why I have not updated it. Though
Okay.
theoretically I know it quite well, but I haven't got exposure to work on this in my when I was
Okay.
working in the company.
Okay. Okay. So now there are 2 or 3 things which I want to highlight. Within the main skills needed in this particular job,
Right.
customer relationship management,
Mhm.
project management, financial acumen, which is the third point, problem solving, communication, leadership. 3 things are there.
Right.
Okay. Unfortunately, the focus again, what is this? What is problem solving, communication, leadership? Life skills.
Yeah.
I just said that some time back. Another pointer for all of you, if you do not highlight the life skills within your resume and your LinkedIn profile, again, something is missing. While they scan your profiles, you understand now how this happens? I'm talking about the opposite way of doing it. So, as much as you highlight the technical skills in your resume and within your LinkedIn profiles, do not forget that you have the life skills also to be highlighted. And somewhere within your summary, the about us or your work experience summary that we just spoke of on Archana's profile, these skills, these life skills, they have to be highlighted as keywords. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to find you. Because you did this with a keyword right now. Archana, you said service delivery manager, and
Yeah.
so many of these things came up, right? Now, if
Yeah.
someone does the opposite of saying service delivery manager and searching for people, they should also find you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is an aspect I'm trying to match.
All right. Yeah. Actually, title itself is not matching. That's why
Correct. See
I
now
got it.
how did you find that this is it's not happening right now?
Right. Right. Yeah.
See, that is why I emphasize you have to do so much on your LinkedIn. You have to make sure that the descriptions that you find in the job descriptions of your desired roles, the keywords have to match your keywords.
Right.
Titles, summary, job descriptions, work experience, somewhere these keywords have to match. Then the reverse will start happening. Because as you are searching for service delivery manager in jobs, there is someone who's searching for people. And then the match happens.
Yeah, actually, this reverse searching, I did not know. What I was thinking when I click on this apply, and I am uploading relevant resumes, right?
Correct.
But still, I'm not getting calls. So that is what I was thinking. Like this reverse searching, I was not aware.
This is something you all should know. That's the reason I'm emphasizing so much of this to you today. That please know that there is a reverse search that happens on LinkedIn also. If this is the way it is going to go, then only you will be findable and searchable on LinkedIn.
Right.
Okay. Because see why I'm talking of LinkedIn so much, or again, you all might be on the HerKey portal also. I know there is the HerKey portal is also a great place to find jobs, and we will come to that just in a little bit of time now. I want to show some of those things too. But there is one common factor in both of them. The common factor is the searchability of someone. If someone is searching for a job, then the job is also searching for people. So it is happening both ways. Are we ready with something that makes us searchable? Is for you to think from today onwards. Like you just did with jobs, no, right now, Archana, I'll just give you a small tip. Vibha, I'll come to you because you have raised your hand. Archana, when you search for jobs, right now you have made
Yeah.
it job specific. Without this, okay, without making this job specific, if you just put search for service delivery manager, you will get some people results also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you have people, jobs, posts, companies. Now the thing is, when you have this, right, the people results that come, when you get those results, go to their profiles and see what they have done. the first 10 results are very important for you. Know what they have done. There is something that triggers the search results to give you this. It has a lot of factors. Let me tell you that. One is the experience. One is the activity that they do on LinkedIn. Most times we are not active on LinkedIn. Archana, when was your last post?
Last post, actually, last year only. I'm
Last
not
year.
that active on, last year.
You are not active,
That-
right?
No.
Now, I'll also tell you something else which is going to work for you in long term. For this to be a good thing for you, right? Searching jobs, finding jobs, making sure that this, this whole platform starts to work for you. Your activity is equally important here, Archana. It is not merely enough to optimize your profiles.
Okay.
Please make sure you're active. Some posts have to go out. Even if you are not posting regularly, let's say you don't have much to post, or you haven't figured out the content to post,
Yeah.
you still have another option to do. When you see posts of something interesting, at least start commenting on it. A good person has posted something, nice quote, you have liked it. Put a comment down below. Very interesting post, liked it. You know what happens? This person might be connected to a recruiter. They might be good friends. He is seeing on her profile that, someone has put a comment. Okay, someone called Archana has put a comment. When you put a comment, right, some of your profile description is shown below. So ideally, if they find something interesting, they land up on your profile. Just for the reason of you commenting, this can happen. But we never think of it, unfortunately. So the idea of using social media platforms, even as a LinkedIn user, I can tell you safely that whatever I have tried so far, or whatever leads I have got from LinkedIn, was not merely because of an optimized profile. It was because a lot of people saw my activities on LinkedIn. I used to comment on things. If I found something interesting, I will make sure I post a comment on it. A detailed comment sometimes, a good insight. Everything that you see on social media platforms is being noticed. And if you become the subject of notice, then all of this circle becomes very easy for you.
Right, yeah.
Yes, Usha, I will share my LinkedIn profile here, and then maybe all of you can go ahead and connect with me. That will, of course, become very easy. In the meantime, I think Vibha had raised her hand. I'm not sure. Vibha, are you there?
Can
Yes,
I stop sharing if we have done? If anybody else want to share?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Can I stop sharing?
Yeah, you can stop
It's
sharing for
Okay.
now. Yes, please go ahead. So now, if all of you have seen this today, and Archana, I think thank you very much for doing this for all of us. I think we all should do one thing. Again, life skills for all the ladies here today. Archana has done a wonderful thing by sharing her profile, going through the entire analysis with all of us. Can we give her a good round of applause for doing that, please? Let's do that. Big round of applause for her. Good. Give me the gestures. I like the gestures. Great, fantastic. Sweetie, Pallavi, Nitya, Divya, Usha, Geeta, all of you. Wonderful to see this. We must appreciate someone doing this and doing it this very openly with us. Okay, it helps. Have all of these tips helped you? Raise of hand. Now I need to see this implemented. Okay, I'm not done telling you all these things. Telling you is a part of my job. But if you have to do this, then I have to see it implemented. That is when this will make sense. There are two ways in which essentially right now people are searching for jobs. Let's talk very specific to women and women restarters. I know LinkedIn is a platform we all use and we all very happily go on LinkedIn. Of course, the activity part is still in question. but we all try to do that. So it's great. Are you all on the HerKey portal also? How many of you use it? Okay, one, sweetie.
Yes, sir.
Okay, two more hands have gone up. Three more hands have gone up. So I presume all of you at this point, right? All of you are using the HerKey portal. Now I want to see how you're using it. I'm going to ask Varsha to do something for me. Varsha, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So Varsha, can you just share your screen if you have logged into the portal?
Yeah.
Ladies, there are two things which ensure that you get a job these days. Okay. One is, of course, applying to jobs, which is absolutely fine. Luckily for us, in fact, luckily for you, not so much for me, but luckily for you, I think this particular thing, what HerKey has done right now in terms of this portal which you have, is from what it was before. It's a much better and much improved version that I have seen of the portal. There are so many things you can do apart from just applying for jobs. Okay, I'll tell you how this leads to jobs. How many of you have, I think you have these groups, companies, posts and everything here, right? So just for everyone's understanding, can you click on groups, Varsha, just once? Okay. Now, there are two aspects of getting a job. Let me just explain this briefly as I go through some of the things that the portal does. The best way to get a job these days, of course, the networking and other aspects are there, which we all, I'm sure, try to do slowly, one by one. But a portal like this gives you two opportunities as far as I'm concerned. One is you get to interact with a lot of women who are in similar situations. And I'll tell you how this helps. Not just the groups part or the fact that you can do some posts here, you can attend sessions like the one you are attending today. If you can just go to the sessions, Varsha, once, I think some interesting things will come up. Now, just look at this. For example, there are some upcoming sessions which are there. What do you have? You have this, I think, buddy activity, job readiness strategies is what we are doing right now. Or there are some which are coming up in the future as well, right? AI versus machine learning. Now, what is the reason for me to show you this? There are two things. One is you all can go to the job board here and start applying to jobs. That is one way and a most simplest way of doing it, which is absolutely fine. But there is something else that we all have to do, which you all have to understand. If you're on this portal, do two things. One is network as much as you can with other women. Point number one. Point number two, because you have a lot of options to do this. You have all these people you can follow, right? Following someone merely doesn't mean following them. It is what it means is trying to interact with them. The more you interact, the more opportunities open up for you. Second, the aspects of groups and sessions is absolutely critical for all of you. For example, you all are here today in this session, and there could be a lot of other sessions which are happening from and through this portal. How is it going to help me? The moment I'm in any of these sessions, I get opportunity to connect with the speaker there and then. What is it going to do for me once I connect? I have two things. It could be as simple as connecting with me today, right? I might have someone in my network who can help you get a job. This is a cascading effect of being in my sessions. Okay. So similarly, for all of these sessions which are coming up in the future, the idea is making sure that you are there in the sessions, making sure that you make use of the groups which have been created for you in terms of the interactivity, not by merely being there. That doesn't help you. And third most important aspect is when you are the most active person on this community, what does it do? It helps you get a job easier than some of the others who are there, because you will always compete with a lot of other people. So merely applying for jobs is not the thing to be on such portals. I would never recommend that. If you're on these portals, please make sure that you are networking around these portals to get a job. So do it twofolds. First learn how to network with the women who are here or with the people who are taking these sessions for you. Make sure that you are making use of it to the fullest, because this is not available otherwise. It's very difficult to be a part of some LinkedIn groups from what I know. And even if you become a part of them, most of the groups are not active, is what I have seen. But here, I have seen a lot of these groups are active. People talk to you every day, right? Day in, day out, there is an activity going on. So make sure that you have a larger part to play on this portal. If you're not using this enough, please make a good use of it. It's not enough being on the portal. To make use of it, join the groups, become a part of the sessions which are conducted. Make sure that you discuss very openly about how to get a job. And then, of course, if you wish to apply, where there are some good jobs on this portal, you can directly apply to those. But don't keep it as your one-stop activity to do on portals. Am I right, Varsha?
Absolutely. You've
Yes? Go on. If
described
you add
all,
something, please do.
yeah, all of the features here are very, very useful. And most of all, like what Omkar mentioned, these are all active. This community, this whole, all the groups here are very much active. Of course, the past sessions you may not obviously be able to join, but there are groups related to those sessions. As you can see, if you go to learning, you will see multiple different sessions. If it may be related to the career you're trying to get back to or otherwise also. So our suggestion always will be to play around with the portal a little bit, figure out for your own sake how each of these tabs work. And like Omkar has highlighted, sessions, jobs, groups, and networks. These are some
Yes.
of the important ones.
Absolutely, absolutely. But just one more thing to add as she was speaking. I think what I have seen, with some of the candidates who have previously attended my sessions, and I told them the same thing even last time to be very active on this portal. Now, if I ever discuss it in the future, I'm sure I will. I keep getting messages from these women who tell me that, XYZ things changed once I started being active on the forum. That is a magic that happens with activity. A lot of times, you being active on these portals ensures that you are networked better. Once you are networked better, it is very easy to find jobs. What we do not do is make use of what is in front of us, unfortunately. So if this is there, and ladies dedicated to you, okay, dedicated to ladies, I have seen HerKey before and I'm seeing HerKey now. A lot of things have changed over the years. This portal is very new. It's much improved, and a lot of things will keep. I think a lot of things will keep adding up even in the future as we speak. So more and more is to come. But what I see is enough to keep me interested as a candidate. But that is only going to happen if you make use of this. So two platforms to make good use of. Yes, LinkedIn is there. You all are there on LinkedIn. Please make sure that you use LinkedIn. I've given you the pointers. This will help you. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't use this portal. You have to use both to make sure that you find a job. It is your duty to do this regularly. If you're doing this, amazing benefits are there. You have a lot of things to learn here. The sessions part is very important. Please make sure that you attend as much as you can. Make use of the groups. And of course, being active also means posting yourself. Make sure that you post things on this portal, right? So I have to see something from Archana. I have to see something from Usha. I have to see something from Divya, which is being posted. Share your stories. What does it do to you? It brings visibility. What does visibility bring? Credibility. Credibility brings trust. That is what you want. See, people have posted a lot of things about themselves. Even HerKey keeps posting a lot of things about the happenings of, what this portal is trying to do. Okay, so someone wants my LinkedIn profile. So let me just give my LinkedIn profile to all of you. Let me do that. I think that will help. One
Yeah.
second.
Just one other thing I wanted to add,
Yes.
like Omkar mentioned, yes, HerKey has evolved a lot in the last 10 years. As you can
Yes.
see, we turned 10 this month. Now it was just a job search platform, but now it is a holistic solution place, I would say, because
Yes.
there are communities. Because just finding jobs is not, I mean, that's not all you need
Yeah.
in your whole career. Getting back to career journey, you will need support, you will need networking, you will need communities where you can go and clarify your questions or
Yeah.
doubts or just hear from people. So that's how you can also utilize this forum.
So essentially, this also means, and I think important for all of you to know, always keep your finding a job as your target. It could be your target with all the forums that you're using, but even though it is your target, make sure that there is a byproduct attached to it. The byproduct at this point is the network that you build. As you're finding jobs, as you're doing so much to find a job, and these forums will help you. What is the byproduct? The byproduct is actually building a network around you. If you have a good network, it becomes very easy to find a job. Most people who complain, okay, and it takes a little while to build a network. I'm not saying happens overnight. But if you say I'm not finding a job, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, that means you have to change something in your approach. It also means you have to work more on being visible. So whether it is on LinkedIn or whether it is on HerKey is something that you have to actually figure out and do. The implementation is going to ensure that you get a job. Ones who have done that, by the way, and I have numerous examples of that, ones who have done it well, they have got exactly the job they desire. None of them have been left behind. Okay, I have not got a job. 2 years have passed, nothing has happened. I have never heard of that. If you're using these forums, make sure that you use them well. The provisions are there which have been made for you. Okay. Now it is up to us to make the fullest use of it. If any of the things that I have spoken today, and yes, the implementation is the key now, of course, networking, a lot of other things that we have to speak on in a lot of the future sessions which are going to come up. I will speak more on them. But as of now, let me just end it with one simple fact for all of you to know. Merely having a good resume, applying to 10 jobs a day is not going to get you a job. You have to make sure that there is something which is around the visibility, credibility part, which can happen through you being visible on these portals. Do some of the things that I've told you to do. Optimize your profiles. Make sure that they are keyword rich. Make sure that you get recommendations and give yourself a target. This is a goal. We have just spoken of goal settings last time. So let's give ourselves a goal. Our goal is within the next 1 month to get all of these things done. We are on the 25th today. So before the 25th of April, let's make sure all of you do that. I've already given my ID in the chat window. So make sure that you go there, connect with me. If you require any help, I'm always there to give you inputs. But for that, we have to stay connected. Okay. That's about it for this session. Varsha, I'm done. Unless someone has a question, I can answer it.
I think Monica has raised her hand. Monica, if
Oh,
you have a
yes.
question,
Yes,
please
yes,
go ahead.
yes. I have one hand raised. I think she had raised it some time back. I don't know.
Okay. All right, we'll come back to Monica if she has that
Sure.
question. Otherwise, I think another great session, Omkar.
Thank you. Thank you, Varsha.
I think there are some real tips you give, and also seeking accountability from the cohort is important because I
Yes.
know we
Yes.
have different priorities and our priorities keep changing. But as Omkar has said, please work on the things that he's asked you to.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
and feel free to reach out to him. I think like you've seen some practical tips he gives and also insights into how you can leverage all the tools he's already mentioned. So feel free to reach out to him. Omkar, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'll just
Thank
take
you,
1
Varsha.
minute with the cohort. You can drop off. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, Varsha.
We
Have a
meet
nice day,
next.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank
Take
you.
care, everyone. See you next time.
Thank you,
Okay.
Omkar, sir.
Have a nice day. Okay. Bye.
Mm.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So, ladies, thank you again for taking out time from your busy days. I know everybody has lots of things to do, but you showing up here again means that you are working towards your goals. So, I really appreciate you taking time and spending this time with us today. Your next session is tomorrow at the same time, 11 o'clock. Meeting industry leaders. 1 second. You can raise your hand. I'll get to your question.
Actually, that's what I'm not getting, but it's
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Ask your question.
yeah. Actually, see, through HerTech also I have applied for a few job options, okay, but I haven't got any call. So is HerTech following up or keeping track of things where women are after break they are getting hired in company?
Sweetie, right? Or was it Archana?
Archana.
Archana. Archana, if you have applied and haven't heard back, either it is in the process or it may not have met all the requirements. But if you can forward me the job that you've applied for, I can check and get back to you. But what we do is, even as a cohort here, after you're done with this session, we ask you to obviously fill the feedback form and share your resumes. So those
Okay.
resumes go to the recruitment team and also to other teams who are hiring on HerKey. And your resumes get priority. That's my understanding. So those who apply through or share the resumes through HerKey, your resumes get priority. So share that as well. At the end of this program, we will ask for you to share your resume. And that is one way to, also apply and see if you are getting any callbacks.
Yeah, and one more thing, other day actually there was one event through HerTech only, but it was in Honeywell. It was very good event, whole day, like a lot of speakers spoke over there. It was very insightful session. And but when at the end of the day, I spoke with HR over there, immediately they connected us to HR. Okay, they asked us to fill the form and all. And then when I spoke with HR, then he said, yeah, we will consider provided there are like vacancies.
Correct.
So like whatever
Correct.
we spoke from that, what I felt, okay, just for showing off, they are doing this event or what? They don't have any serious plan in place where they are really considering restarters.
No, what happens is, especially, I'll tell from my personal experience, in HerKey, there are a lot of women, like myself also, who have been on a break and have joined back. So within our office, we have a lot of returnees. So we always seek returnees. We know that women have, capabilities. They are able to bring back the same professionalism once they get back to work. We know all of that. So we always seek that. The other thing is HR team, the vacancies are not, it's not a very big organization where we need a lot of, we are hiring all the time. Whenever vacancies come up, we, even internally, the first thing is, we always go back and check, is there any suitable resume which can fill the, vacancy that we have. Even the HR team has access to it, or the recruitment team has access to it. So they start from there and then go with referrals or looking outside. But we always have a big repository of resumes with different skill sets, obviously.
Actually, that what I was asking, the companies who have collaboration with you now, see, like, Accenture, Honeywell, Wipro, So do
Yeah.
they really have plan in place for restarters? Because over the in advertise they are mentioning their logo and all, and everybody spoke about restarter women with so much of enthusiasm and all. But it's
Correct.
only about talking, or it's only talk, or they really have plan in place? Like, does Herky track it with these companies?
Uh, Specifically that I don't know if they're tracking or not, because that's not my domain. There's a team, the recruitment team does that. So I don't want to tell you that we do or we don't. That will be wrong information. But of course, there must be a system where they track. And also, to answer your question about do they really hire returnees? I have seen mixed responses. I have seen that big companies, yes, do a lot to hire, but they also have some limitations. They want somebody, even if they're returnees, they want somebody who will jump in and start, being productive as soon as possible. That's at least what I have heard and understood. At the same time, they do hire. There are a lot of programs. Their selection might be very, how do you say, limited, or their selection might be very specific, which is why maybe you don't see out of, and we all know that hundreds of people apply for each job role. So for them to narrow down and only pick, let's say 10, 12, 15 people, or slightly more, is difficult. So I would say both happen. Most companies do hire returnees, but they have a very strict selection criteria as well. So it might feel like you're applying for 50 jobs and not hearing at all. Yes, that happens. That is a common thing between all women returnees. I have seen it myself as well. But it does not mean that you will not find a job. What Omkar mentioned earlier, it is not possible that you're applying and you will not get a job. It will not be like 2 years have gone by and you've not got a job. That is not possible. However, it has become a little more complex. Hiring in general has become a bit more complex. Even from my personal experience, I can tell you. So you have to have patience and do all the things that are being recommended, not only by uh, the coach in this session, but like in general also. When you hear you have to leverage LinkedIn, you have to do all of this. You have to do all of that.
Right. Thank
Can
you.
I
Geeta?
also just tell, even I felt, I think from the lot of people around me have actually managed to get jobs. In fact, some of the
Correct.
women who have never worked a day in their life after having two kids, and after the younger kid has become 10 years, she has
Yeah.
managed to find a job. Whereas
Yes.
me, I have worked for 10 years and I have taken a break, but now for me it is difficult. So I
Yes.
feel luck is also playing a very big factor. Luck, being at the right time and the correct company calling you at the correct time. Also, I think there is a certain percentage, no, there is a diversity hiring, only like 10% should be, for
Correct.
strictly for women, some 20% strictly for returnees. All that is also there, I feel.
Correct.
So there is
Correct. I totally agree. Divya, I think you've mentioned all those points which are actually happening. It
yeah.
is true that I mean, even in our own office, some women, one or two women who have not worked at all, have found jobs, even if it is entry level, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they have found jobs that way, and qualified people are still waiting. It's
Yes,
not like
yes.
they are not
And
job.
one more thing I have found that it is easier to get back if you are a little junior level. As the
That's right.
senior level
That's right.
increases, it is more tougher. That too,
That's right.
especially a break, it is even more difficult at a
Correct.
senior level, very senior level. So these
Correct.
are all things I have noticed from the ladies around me.
Correct. And also we have to keep in mind that all these things don't happen overnight. It's very slow. All these changes. I mean,
Yes.
it's a great thing that women returnees
Yes.
has
The-
found a space in all of
yeah,
this.
we're getting this opportunity itself is a very big thing, which was not
Very
there
big.
before. Yes.
Yeah, we were not even, I mean, we meaning women returnees or women, once you take a break, were not even
Yes,
considered.
that is it. We were doomed to sit at home So
Exactly. That's
now,
it.
the world is changing. Every woman around me, I'm seeing, whether if they're not getting back into IT, they are taking tuitions at home, they're doing something. So women are now getting back on their feet, and these
Correct.
kind of portals are really good.
And also, at the end of the day, economy is economy, right? A person making the decision will hire a person who, if they want, if the project is going on the floor, they will want somebody ready. But at the same time, there will be a program going on where they are hiring freshers and training them, hiring
Yeah.
returnees, hiring,
Yes.
training them. All this goes hand in hand. But yeah, uh, takes patience. If I have to tell you one thing, you have to be patient, not
Patient.
only with
Yes.
others, you have to be patient with yourself also, because you start getting these thoughts of, am I good
Doubts,
enough?
self-doubts.
Self
Yes.
doubt is creeps in and plays on your confidence. So don't worry. If you're in a si-
Yeah,
when,
I just
if
would
you're in a
like
situation where
to
you can wait, you can wait.
add
Sorry, your voice
I
is
just want to
breaking.
use is it audible now?
Yeah, Geeta, go ahead.
Yeah. So actually, for to Archana, she was asking, right? Even I was there in the Honeywell,
Yeah,
event on Friday that happened. So what I got to know is that they are asking us to just go through the job openings that they have, and if at all anything matches with our profile, then I have a person who's working in Honeywell, and I'm connected with her in LinkedIn. So if Archana, if your any of if your profile matches with any of the job openings on Honeywell, you can give me your email ID and the job ID. I can just pass it on to her, and she'll help you. She can refer you for the job opening that is there.
that's an
And
excellent offer, Geeta. That's very kind of you. I think if you're offering to help that way, you people should make use
yeah,
of it.
yeah. So basically, I have 12 years of experience, and I just went through the openings that they have, and they are expecting very specific domain-related knowledge to my experience, which I don't have at all. I have no clue about the domain that they are working. So that does not work for me. Maybe after a month or so, I'll have to keep checking, and if anything matches with my resume, I can do that. So it is like how it works is that it's not just one tip that works for us. We'll have to try out all the possibilities that is put in front of us, and one of that would click. That again depends on our time and luck and everything. So
Correct.
I remember in one of the sessions with Yamini Rao, she mentioned that the referrals work in a great way than you applying for the public
Yeah.
jobs that are being listed on the LinkedIn. Because one of my friend whom I worked some 8 years back, and I am in touch with her. She had attended an interview in Kilburn, which is IBM's company, and that company she attended, and she is in the process of getting an offer. And I just spoke to her, and she was saying that maybe she can share my resume to the HR, so that if any internal openings are there, then my resume can be matched. So this is working only because of the links that we have. So that job might not even come out on the LinkedIn or on the job sites.
Correct. Correct.
So the links
A
work
lot of jobs
that
are
way
getting filled, or vacancies are getting filled
internally.
through referrals as well, which is
Yeah,
when
yeah,
networking comes into the picture. These
exactly.
are just
Yeah.
new things. Maybe when we started our careers, or an average age group, if I take, when we started our careers, things were not like this. So they were very different. But now things have changed. Networking is important, and we have to realize the importance of it. It'll take a bit of time and effort on our part, but we have to do networking. Geeta, if you can share your email, maybe if somebody wants to reach out to you, if you can put it in the chat box, that would be helpful.
Yeah, sure. I'll just add.
And Pallavi
And
is
how
asking,
do you know? So just one thing, Geeta and Varsha, that this Honeywell event was happening, where it was posted, that where we can go for the see for the upcoming events like such, that
yeah.
in the
Yeah,
So
portal.
session.
see that.
I
Yeah, go ahead. Go
sorry,
ahead.
you were. What
Yeah.
I do generally is once in 2 days, I'll just go to the sessions part, and I'll check whatever interesting sessions that are there. So as part of it, I got to know about this Lead Hers intake event. So
Oh,
once again, because there are many sessions that's happening on the HerKey portal, which is very useful. It's on wide range of topics, starting from Microsoft Excel, or you want to your professional development, or you want to know about time management, or about AI. Many different things are happening. It is just that we have lot and we get lost in the information. Maybe sea ocean.
so
So if you
to
just
add
check
on
it out,
to
then you'll get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Geeta, very good point you've made. Basically, every day, if you can spend 15 to 20 minutes, because you have the luxury of time as of now, morning, evening, whenever, if you can take out 15 to 20 minutes and then go through the portal, if any new sessions are added, maybe pick 1, 2, or 3 for the week, and then click interested. And then it will go sit in your profile under sessions. So when you have that under sessions, what you can do is, I will just share my screen. You can plan accordingly and then attend those sessions. And like Geeta mentioned, go on the portal every day or every other day for 15-20 minutes and just look through and save it so that you can attend 1 or 2 or all uh, as per your convenience.
Saving
But
option is
make
not
it
there,
a habit
Varsha.
to, I'm sorry.
Saving option is not there. Where can I see the saving option?
Okay,
We just
so
have to get the
okay, I'll
interest.
show you. Okay, saving is nothing but clicking on interested, but I'll show you.
Okay.
So let's say these are, I have clicked on sessions on the portal. Okay.
Mhm.
Now here it says upcoming sessions. So these are all the upcoming sessions. See, this one is today at 1:30 AI versus machine learning. So I click interested. Okay. It's added to the calendar. It will go to my Google Calendar, as well as if you go, I'm clicking on the top right hand corner, going to my profile, clicking on session, and just scrolling to the today's date. Just scrolling all the way to 25th at 1:30. Okay, they have to approve first. I have clicked on interested. Once they approve, it will come and sit here. Okay. So these are all the ones which you would have clicked on interested, and it will come and sit here. So two things will happen. One, it will go to their Google Calendar. So you will obviously get a notification from the Google Calendar saying your session is upcoming. And also from HerKey, you get a notification on your email. Or if you left your phone number, you will get on your phone WhatsApp also a notification saying your session is upcoming. So as you can see, there is a session for AI, there is a session for building diverse careers in collaboration with some other company, career advice for a world after AI, crafting words that leave an impression, people who want to learn writing or are interested in literature, writing, all those courses, dieting, weight management, all sorts of courses are there, full video editing course. So this could be useful if some of you are interested in social media and things like that. You could just click on interested. This is today at 3 o'clock. So this way you can spend a day or two, spend 15 to 20 minutes every other day if you want, and then click on this and, go through that session. Use the portal as much as you can is the short answer. Okay, spend time, like how we check our Instagram, no? We keep scrolling on Instagram, spend 10 or 15 minutes on our portal. Okay, any other questions? I think Pallavi, you've mentioned, is there any session to improve English communication? Please go through again the session and see if it is there. If not, you can let me know and I can look for some sessions and get back to you. Geeta has shared her email ID. Any other questions? We are at 12:54. We will meet tomorrow if there are no other questions. Tomorrow's session, like I mentioned, is Meet Industry Leader. Again, one way of gaining knowledge and information is by interaction. So I hope all of you will again join tomorrow to hear from the industry leader we have called as guest. So see you tomorrow, and hopefully we will continue this conversation. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Varsha. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right.